we are going to be cutting the fans of the Stars Above quilt. These are what the fans look like in a block. You have two choices with to cut these fans. You can either use template C that comes with your pattern, and it can be printed on cardstock like this one, or it can be traced onto cardboard or template plastic, something to make it more durable for all the cutting that you're going to do. If you have a Dresden ruler, that is also an option. It does need to be a 15-degree Dresden ruler. That just means that there will be 24 fans in a full circle, which breaks down to be 6 1/4 circle block, which is what we need for this quilt. My ruler, it just so happens to be that when I measure for these fans, the top is going to be the top of the ruler, which is at 9.5 inches, and the bottom is going to be at 4 inches. I don't know that every Dresden ruler is going to be exactly the same. So I do suggest that you take your template C and just line it up to make sure that you know that you are measuring at the correct spot. I would then just mark my ruler, maybe with some tape, so that when I am turning it and flipping it, I can do it quickly and not think about it too much. Okay, so to cut these fans, I'm actually going to use template C. You're just going to place it on your fabric. And that first one is going to need to then be turned over and cut the other way. But after the first cut, you'll just flip it. And cut again. And then you flip it. And cut again. And you'll do that on the full strip. And you can see that it is the same thing with this ruler. And you should get 8 of these from each 20-inch strip. And then you can go back and fix this one. And then you have a row done. I would definitely recommend stacking a couple 20-inch strips and doing more than one row of fabric at a time. You'll need to get 3 20-inch strips from each fat quarter, and depending on your quilt size, it'll tell you how many fat quarters you need to do.